Ogafaiya. Today's lesson is going to be on birds and animals, how to pronounce the words for birds and animals in the Quapaw language. The first word we're going to start with is elk. Apo. Apo. The second syllable is kind of an explosive word or syllable, and it goes po, po. So you kind of form your lips and make a P sound, and then exhale and say po, 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 po. And that is the word for elk. The next word is cow. A word for cow. Deska. 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 The first syllable says de. The second syllable says ska. And you'll recognize now that you've already had colors that ska means white. And what this word actually means is the white man's buffalo. Deska. Deska. The next word is horse. Now this is a very important word, and the word was made in the Quapaw language after the Spaniards brought horses to America, and we finally obtained horses, and there was no word for horse until that time in the Quapaw language, and so the word that they derived was big dog that you sit on. And so the first part of the word is shunka, shunka, which is dog, and agani, which means sit on. So put the two together and you've got the word for horse. Shungagani, 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 shungagani. We'll go on to the next word, which is dog. And now we've already had part of that word in the previous word for horse. So the word for dog is shunka, 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 shunka. And for now, you can use that word for any kind of animal that's related to the dog, let's say like a wolf, coyote, that sort of thing. Later on, when you get to the more advanced level, we will have some specific names for those animals. The next animal that we want to learn about is the bear. The word for bear is wasa, 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 wasa. The next word that we have, the deer, its name is da, da, da. And the pronunciation is sort of a blend of a T and D together, and it says da, da, da. We'll go on to the next word, and that is buffalo. There are small differences between the word for deer and the word for buffalo. For buffalo, it's de, 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 de. The next animal, chicken, the word for chicken is sikka, 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 sikka. Tunka added to sikka means big chicken, big chicken. So you've learned sikka for chicken, and now sikka tunka. And oftentimes they would refer to the month of November as Sikatunka month, and the month of the turkey, because it was Thanksgiving time. So if you can remember that, it might help you if you can say that's the turkey month. Or November is the turkey month, so we call it Sikatunka. And the next animal is the raccoon. The raccoon is called Mika. 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 And then another common animal was the rabbit. The rabbit. And the rabbit is called Meshtina. 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 And that goes kind of a mish sound in the first syllable. Second syllable is like T, and the third syllable is na. Na. Mishtina. Mishtina. So put those together and practice saying Mishtina for rabbit. The next word we're going to learn is bird. The word for bird, waji, and small bird or little bird, waji jinka. And I think I told you before, jinka means little, and waji jinka. And sometimes you might even shorten that and run it together and say wajinka. So you see, it's not just definitely one thing, and it's the way it's used also in speaking. So listen very carefully. Somebody says wajinka, you know that they're talking about a small bird. If they just said waji, it was bird of some sort, not necessarily a small bird, maybe a big bird. And if they said the two words together, wajijinka, then it's definitely a small bird, maybe like a canary, a tiny bird anyway. The next word is crow. Crow. And we pronounce that gahi. So if you said gahi shinka, that's little crow. Gahi shinka. The next word, also a bird, the eagle. So that word for eagle is kava. Kava. Here again, that is kind of a hard word to say because you're going to use that pronunciation that I call clearing the throat, kind of sound. Kava. 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 I put two words together here, and this is an important bird also, and it's the red eagle. Whenever you break it down, it actually says eagle red, but you put the two together, and as we reverse things, we say red eagle. So it's pronounced Kava juti. Kava juti. Kava juti. Again, that clearing of the throat sound is not easy, but kava juti. Kava juti. Kava juti. The next word is for fish. Learn to say fish, and it's very, very simple. It's who. 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 And you pronounce it with a long O. So you would say who. Who. Go on to the crawfish. Mashka. 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 Given kind of a SH sound. Shka. Shka. Mashka. 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 Crawfish. Turtle. The next animal that we're going to learn is a turtle. We give it the sound ga, ga, And the K is let's say a hard G sound. Ga, 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 meaning turtle. Crane, we just call it beta, 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 beta. The next word is duck. Miha, miha, miha. Say it over again. Miha, miha. And since the duck is closely related to the goose, then the next word would be goose. And you're going to pick this up really quick because you already know what the word tunka means. So you'll say, for goose, you would say, miha tunka, miha tunka. And remember, I told you tunka means big. Miha tunka then would mean big duck. And that's the word for goose, miha tunka. Learn your words and memorize them well. Work with someone, a family member or another person who wants to learn Quapaw, and have a partner that you can study with. And I think you learn more faster if you can do that because you help each other. Okay, that's the end of that lesson.